Welcome to Inside the Firm, a podcast dedicated to small business owners and hosted by entrepreneurs, Alex Gore and Lance Cayko. Each week, they take you on their journey of how to start, run, and grow a business by bringing you inside their architecture and real estate development firm. Get a behind-the-scenes tour of how these business leaders manage their clients and foster company culture while creating new and innovative projects. And now your hosts, Alex Gore and Lance Cayko.
Welcome to Inside the Firm. I am your main host who's dropping the mic. You know what? I'll relegate myself to co-host for that mistake.
Might as well.
And I'm here
That's
with
a
your
co-host
main host.
move. That's a co-host move, ladies and gentlemen.
I think he pronounces it Lance Cayko. Lance Cayko.
100%. Let's
Everyone.
Cayko, take it away.
Give us a bow.
Give us a bow. Let me tell you about ArcCat, first of all. I would like to thank ArcCat for sponsoring this podcast now for over 1 year. You guys are the best. You guys are the best. But ArcCat has nearly 30 years of experience.
Help us help you.
Assisting architecture professionals in their search for the best products for their projects. Starting as a desktop reference with listings and manufacturers' catalogs, ArcCat has now evolved into the number one, that's right, not number two, number one most used website for finding building product information. Today, ArcCat is an invaluable tool for AEC professionals, offering a powerful product search engine that is backed up by up-to-date CAD, BIM, and specifications. And just as it was in 1991, ArcCat offers all of this at no cost to the user and without requiring registration. So visit arccat.com today and see why architecture professionals have used it for 3 decades. That's arcat.com. Visit it. Start building better content today.
RevitRocketship.com. Learn Revit at Revit Rocket Ship. Remember this because I did the majority of the videos because I'm awesome. They said not only did I learn something,
Wow.
but Al was funny while I was gaining knowledge.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Are you lying?
No.
He's telling the truth, ladies and gentlemen.
I think
he doesn't lie.
I don't lie. I wonder if that one or not. If this didn't happen in that one, because I do a lot of videos. I was in mid teaching and my wife came home and I go, and then you hit Control L and then you hit Control Save, then you pause this video to go kiss your wife, and then now you're back after you say hi to your wife. It was a cute little segment there. Anyways, if you want to learn RevitRocketship.com. If you want to learn Revit, go to RevitRocketship.com. You get our template, you get our system, you get videos broken up very easily, very simply, so that you can follow along and do things right. So you learn it the right way, so you aren't charging a bunker straight up and getting shot in the head. Don't do that. You can learn better by following RevitRocketship. RevitRocketship.com.
Regular Rocket Shop.
That's it.
Al,
Yes.
the Bitcoin bull builder, Gore. I just have a question for you. Why does it always seem like it's down to the wire with building projects and inspections?
It's a great question, but please tell the audience what question you asked me a couple days ago. Tell me my answer. Tell me what happened, and just tell them what happened.
Well, give me one second. I got to open up my Robinhood. I got to open up my Robinhood account, and I got to look at. Let's see here. Okay, over the week. Yep. So the last time that Bitcoin was at under $20,000 would have been, let me get to it, about 4 a.m. Yeah, about 4 a.m., 5 a.m. on December 16th. I asked Al earlier in that day.
Nope. You asked me on the 15th.
Oh, I did ask you on the 15th? How do you know? Because you're looking up your text?
I'm Al, the Bitcoin bull. Gore. You just...
So I asked him on the 15th, hey, when's he going to hit 20K?
Yep. And I said tomorrow, and you said March? And I go, no. Because you just misheard me somehow. Like somehow he heard March. I go, no, tomorrow. And then it hit, because it was hovering at 19 or below for weeks. And then it skyrocketed through 20.
Yeah.
So that's how I got my name, just so everyone is aware of why. But the question, why does it always seem like it's down to the wire with building projects and inspections? Yeah. I believe it's because if you don't give a due date, if you don't get a due date, people are not going to show up.
Yep.
And then when you give a due date, right? People always they underestimate how much work's going to be done, right? So in the office, we've talked to our staff multiple times. Like in the beginning, when it's your day one and we go, how long do you think this is going to take you? And they'll say something like 6 hours. They're like, okay, great. you should know right now you should times that number by 4. Because like that's
Say that one more time that was fast. Say it one more time. The times by 4. That's critical. It's a critical point.
Yep. So ask them how long it's going to take. They say 4 hours, 6 hours. It's literally their first month. You times that by 4 because that's what it's really going to take. Now, like once you get more experienced, I honestly think that people are often estimating by, like let's say it's supposed to take 10 hours, right? Or they say 10 hours. It's going to take them
40?
12 to 18.
Yeah. I don't think
12 to 18.
Yeah. And then you start multiplying people then you start multiplying the occurrence, like the number of people that's happening to, and then I think you start to get to your times 4 stuff.
Yep.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I think Jerry, shout out Jerry Bolin. I swear Jerry told us that a long time ago. He was like, times 4.
But everyone
but that's for architecture work, but still.
For construction work, I just did my final inspections. We can talk about this. Failed them just on a couple different things. One missed a GFCI outlet in the mudroom. One in a closet. We had a surface mounted light straight up above. Can't do that. It has to be at least a foot away from basically your shelf. The only thing you can really do is basically in that closet right above the door facing out. You can put one there apparently. And then we're basically going to walk away scot-free, like maybe 5 little things like caulk around there, just things like that, right? Yep. And then he was talking to another building inspector, and our deck is only like
less than 30,
27 inches, something like
less
that.
Less than 30.
Don't have railings on it. The stairs were 4 runs. 4 or more, you need railings. And then the other one that I didn't know about was our water meter access point is in concrete now, and there's 2 different types to it. One is for soft, one is for hard. We got the wrong one. It's not going to come until Tuesday. Oops. I don't know. I'm going to ask for a TCO from those people. I already left a message. So
TCO, Al the TCO.
Gore.
God.
Yep.
Gore.
Temporary occupancy. Trying to get him in before Christmas.
Hey, man, that's the goal.
That's my goal.
That's his goal. We'll see what happens. I have no idea. You got a $29.94 courtesy credit.
For who? From Google? From Facebook?
So we
Amazon.
We teased this little segment on the last episode, and so I had it written here in the show notes. And the show notes say you got a $29.94 courtesy credit. So what I got is a credit posted on my Thumbtack profile.
Oh, that's good.
And I wanted to talk about how I obtained that. And I got in the last 3 days 3 solid inquiries on Thumbtack. I know some of y'all don't like it. I know some of y'all are just too highfalutin of architects to work with it, but we are not. So what I wanted to go through is just the quick, simple process of how, let's say for instance, you respond to an inquiry, they never reply back. Or here's a really good example. Let's say you get an inquiry that says something to the tune of basically that they did, somebody contacts you, they want to do some kind of addition, and you say, hey, good morning, can you tell me a little bit more about your addition? What kind of an addition? 1 room, 2 rooms, blah blah blah. They respond back to you and they say, I want a pop top over my garage and also have a rooftop deck above that. So I'll be adding a room above garage. Let's say you tell them how much you're going to charge, which I did. Then let's say they say, okay, I will wait until I'm ready to go all in. Probably best I wait for another 3 years. That's a bad lead. And I think you should complain about it to Thumbtack. Yeah. Because you have the ability. This is not a rip on Thumbtack. It is what it is. Thumbtack's great.
Well, they did the right thing. It seems like.
For that particular one, they refunded. I just gave you one example, but here's how I want to walk you through the process of how you do it. So log into your Thumbtack right now. Okay, on the upper right-hand part of your screen, you're going to see your little profile. You're going to click on the little arrow to the right of it. It's the very far right button you can pick, top right. Click on payments. Okay, you're still following me, right? Then you'll look below that. It says your charges, and then it says request refund. Click there, and then there's a drop-down menu about all your contacts from the last month, and you can wade through them and see which ones were like, that was a terrible lead. Don't feel bad about complaining about them for various reasons, because I think that's because a lot of people are just. The beautiful thing about Thumbtack is like it's very easy for people to find professionals, service people, whatever to do things, but that kind of ease really attracts a lot of tire kickers, and I think you have to be aware of that. And it's okay to tire kick. I tire kick, right? Sure. Everybody does that. But with the example that I just gave you about the guy who said he's going to wait 3 years, that's unacceptable. Like, yes. So you need to be a little bit of a filter. So watch how your money is being spent or not spent in the correct way, and don't forget you can get the $29.94 courtesy credit.
I agree.
So
I agree 100%.
Yeah. Al, do you know 3 easy ways to tell that you're a good boss?
If I got the mug.
If you got the what?
The mug.
Oh,
Great boss
yeah,
mug.
yeah. Where the F is my mug?
Yeah. That's one way. Another way that I'm a good boss, if I got the shirt and if my wife tells me.
If your wife tells you.
Not employees, not coworkers.
Wow.
It's all about, right? Because they know.
All incorrect.
Oh, dang it.
Number 1, are you open to feedback? One of the toughest tests for the top-down leader is being open to feedback, because this requires humility. And Al was humble pie Al the other day, and emotional intelligence. And both take a great deal of courage to pull off. Now, if you want to be an emotionally unintelligent person like Lance, you can argue with your business partner.
He did that.
But you just can't do that with your employees. Yeah. That's the difference.
But to say that, let's say you do argue whatever. And then
with who? The employees?
No. Me and you.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Right. Then you got to calm down, because you might not be calm because emotions get the best of us. And then you have to think about it, because it increases what we teach here, your feedback loop. Mm-hmm. Your feedback loop. Because what I noticed too is like, because our little argument, like I told my wife about it. She's like, yeah, but do you understand where Lance is coming from? And I was like, 1, don't take his fucking side. Oops, shit was weird.
You know
but,
what?
But 2, then I was like, like we don't. Then I was like, yeah, I kind of get it.
Yeah, and my wife just groans a little bit when I tell her, and then she goes, yeah, but it seems like he's kind of stressed out. And I was like, yeah, he's pretty stressed out.
Yeah. Your wife probably knows it's you.
and / she knows it's me. Yeah.
She might not want to say it. But.
So be open to feedback. Good managers ask peers. And by the way, I'm reading this out of Inc.com. So it's called, the article is 3 ways to tell whether you're a good boss. Do this and the business will take care of itself. And this is so important if you're running a service-based business. My God.
Okay, number 1 is be open to feedback.
Be open to feedback.
Increase your feedback loop. The faster you can increase your feedback loop, the more knowledgeable you will be.
Yep. Good managers ask peers and respected individuals, when respected individual contributors, the tough question, how am I doing as a manager? And then they listen. More on that below. They are interested in receiving honest feedback so they can grow further as leaders. As a manager, the key is acting on the feedback you receive. This shows employees you care about what they have to say. This sets the tone that if they come to you with issues, questions, or concerns, they'll be heard, taken seriously, and addressed appropriately.
So I feel like that's hard to do. I feel like, just to come out, how am I doing as a manager?
Yeah, no kidding.
Right? I think the way to do it is at their year review, half year review, is you can start out and saying, are we giving you what you need? What do you need from us to help?
Al loves saying that.
You don't, because you are not a good boss. Because you don't do 2 of the 3.
See, there you go. Number 2, they play to win as a team. Every good manager strives to have an impact, drive for results, and pull off seemingly impossible wins. But if you do it with a win-at-all-cost agenda at the expense of your people, you may have already lost respect, created silos, and alienated valued employees. The better choice is to brainstorm solutions together that add value and benefit the whole team, not just those that support your own ego to come out on top. I agree. So 100% on this one, right? We have small teams, between 2 and 3 people. I'm not sure we have any ones that are bigger than that for any of our projects. So we treat it like a team. And one of our big victories is always if like, are we through site plan review process?
Yay.
Are we done dealing with the bureaucrats? And we make it a team effort. And one of the things we also try to do with that is like, I think we've mentioned this before. We have a little bell in the office. And the idea is that Al brought this up the first time when I had the idea to do it. I was like, "Oh, this is a sales bell," and he's like, "Well, that
Only would give
alienates
us.
It literally alienates the employees because then it's just me and Al." Mm-hmm. So the bell then became when anybody has
A win.
any kind of win whatsoever. It could be just a stupid little zoning issue or something. Get out there and ring that bell.
Yep. And the thing about a team is, one, you aren't going to accomplish anything big without a team. You aren't going to do it by yourself. There's no way to do it. Even these podcasters that make a bunch of money, they actually have a team. They have a support team. It might just be 3-4 people, but you have a team. 2, that team member is not going to be you. They aren't going to be communicating on the same level. They don't have the same experience. They don't have the same pass as you. So you have to learn how to do point 1 and then point 2. What's the title of point 2?
They play to win as a team.
Play to win as a team, right? So you just have to know, because I think sometimes everyone can be frustrated with team members, and you have to realize they're not you. And even if they were you, like, yeah, would you want to deal with yourself 24/7?
No. I can't go fishing for 24 hours straight. I got to sleep.
Exactly.
Wake up.
Yep.
Number 3, last one. They listen to others. Top-down managers also have a difficult time detaching from their own inner voices to consider other voices because they think they're always right. Lance is always right. Effective bottom-up managers are present and in the moment. They listen intently to hear other people's ideas and also objections. But they might also find solutions in each. When people feel listened to, they feel connected and supported and are more likely to be committed to organizational success.
Here's one thing that we learned. When you're leading someone, depending on the task, let's say it's something that you know 100% how to do, you've done it a million times, and you just need to get it out. You can say, hey, I need you to execute this. Here's how you execute it. There's really not much latitude in it, right? Let's just say there's something else and it's a design project or something like that. You could say, hey, I need you to do it. Here's the order. Here's what's going on. But you actually have some latitude to figure it out. And you have to tell them the degree of latitude that they have. And that's the key there. That's the key there is because there are times when it is prescriptive, right?
Right.
But let's say they've done something 10 times and you tell them, like, again, here you go, you have no latitude. And then they say, hey, wait, I've done this 10 times. We should do this before that. You have to be okay with listening and be like, okay, you have now done this 10 times. I'm sure you know.
And the what I would add to that is technology is changing so fast. Whatever law that is, I can't remember what Moore's law.
Yes,
yeah,
correct.
Due to Moore's law, that I think you're going to have to be prepared. Like, let's say you do something 10 times in a row, and there isn't the example that Alex talked about in the sense of this employee is starting to realize a different, a better way because of internal reasons, and then working it. But what if there's an external thing that comes in and they go like, look, there's a new tool that's out and we should really consider using it because it's going to do this, that, and the other. That is probably one of my biggest fears as a business owner is us not keeping up with the technology and embracing it when it comes out but then also not jumping on it over, too much. So it's a fine line of riding that sort of bleeding edge of where you should be at with stuff. But yep. Man, you got to be there or you're just going to get left in the dust. You know why you're going to get left in the dust? You're going to be like the person that says, I'm going to continue drawing with AutoCAD and not go to RevitRocketShip.com. You should probably do that.
That's crazy. That's nuts.
You should make that happen. Man, we have a special episode today because we have two check-ins from our best friend, Nick Renard, with Nick Reads. Here's number 1.
Hello, best friends. I hope you all had a great week this week. A reading. A free America means just this: individual freedom for all, rich or poor, or else the system of government we call democracy is only an expedient to enslave man to the machine and make him like it. Frank Lloyd Wright. I guess he wasn't such a douche after all. Merry Christmas, friends. Toodles!
So everybody should know that Nick, when he sent this to us this morning, he titled it like the actual MP4, FLW, not a complete douche.
There you go.
I'm guessing it has to do with the fact that he ran around and cheated on his women and just was like a bankrupt guy. He was like bankrupt. He wore a cape too. Come on, I don't know.
Ooh, that kind of redeems him. That totally redeems him.
I don't know. It's like wearing a top hat. People are wearing a top hat these days. I don't trust you. I'm running away from you.
Fair.
And now, Nick is back one more time with a Merry Christmas to Al, apparently.
Wow, I'm flattered.
Best friends. Are you a growing studio like we are at Dig? Are you hiring people with Revit experience only to find out they don't use the tool like you do? Are you losing time and money? Well, friends, that's a problem. And it's one we shared with you until we invested in Revit Rocket Ship. That's right, friends, Revit Rocket Ship. Revit Rocket Ship is officially the unofficial training method for all new hire Dig teammates. It gives us a great foundation to build on and gets our team modeling in Revit with the same methodology so quickly. Plus, the Revit Rocket Ship package comes with all this really cool bonus stuff and a personalized autograph headshot from Al Gore, the short, cool one. And friends, I can't believe I'm doing this. Al is not going to be a happy camper, but for an unlimited time, and for my best friends, if you use the promo code DIG at checkout, free high fives for life. And upon hitting the buy now button, if you reach up in the air with a hand extended for a high five and yell out Revit Rocket Ship, I will stop what I'm doing in my studio in sunny Jacksonville, Florida, reach up, receive that high five, and send one right back to you. How's that for a deal? Revit Rocket Ship, one hell of a foundation to build your studio on. A message from a currently unpaid spokesman. And I'm not entirely sure the promo code thingy will work, but go ahead and try it anyway.
Wow.
That is hilarious. I had no idea he was doing that.
Oh, that was good.
It was actually well written. Like, it was compelling. Like, he has bought Revit Rocket Ship. He uses it. Everything he says is true. Besides the promo code, obviously.
I don't know how we track that. Nick, we got another one. High fives are coming your way.
Yeah. But he'll be there waiting in spirit with his hand up the majority of the time. With
from sunny Jacksonville. Nick is unpaid. We did send him and his family a bunch of swag one day. Last year, it was like a... And I bring it up because it's hilarious because he did mention sunny Jacksonville, Florida.
Because we bought him a sweatshirt, didn't we?
Yeah, sweatshirt.
Lance
sweatshirt. And he's like, what am I going to use this for? And I'm like, all right, I guess it is Florida.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Nick, tomorrow it's going to be 43 degrees when you wake up. That's sweatshirt weather.
Yeah, it is.
You are not in shorts, sir.
Exactly. I don't even have to mention Revit Rocket Ship. Nick did it for us.
Wow.
That was amazing.
Wow. I would, if I was listening, I would want some free high fives.
I can almost feel them in my hand right now.
His high fives are solid.
Yeah.
They're really, really good. That's all we got, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure we have anything else. I'm not sure if we will have anything next week. Possibly. Jeez, Christmas Eve is on the 24th. Ew. We'll have to see if we can sneak one in. But that's all we got for now. Al, do you have anything?
Nope. Have a Merry Christmas.
Have a Merry Christmas if we don't talk to you. If we do, we'll say Merry Christmas again. That's what we got. See you maybe next week.